Hello everyone, welcome to this session. My name is Somajit Goswami. I'm the founder of Competition Crusade Classes, a CAT coaching institute. Now, in today's session, we are going to look into this DILR caselet. This caselet is available it was available in the public domain. I just picked it up. There was a PDF that was sent to me as a doubt, so I'm creating a video out of it. Anyways, so the very first look at the set, and it pretty much looks decent. It is difficult obviously because I have gone through a little bit of analysis of this video. Otherwise it would not be good to come just like that. Okay, so the one thing that I can say about this set is that this is a complete moderate to difficulty level set, and the kind of a set that can definitely come in your actual test as well as mock tests mein to aate hi hain. So that is one thing that we have to take into consideration. Now this is just partial data that you can see right in front of your screen. If I zoom out a little bit, you'll be able to see the entire set. So as in when we have to go back and forth, I will zoom in, zoom out. So don't worry, you'll be able to everything will be catered in that way. Okay, so don't worry too much. Right now, this is the important data that you should actually consider. So I'm keeping it in front of you. So if you probably want to take a screenshot, or if you want to read it, you can read it. In other words, in other ways rather, you can go to the Telegram community also. There's a post for this one. So if you don't want to read it from the video, you want to give it some other time, okay, some more time rather, you can just read it over there. Anyways, so let's go and solve the set now. So what I can see from the very first line of the set itself, it says that the 6 members of Justice League were ranked by a group of friends: Leonard, Sheldon, Raj and Howard. Okay, now the thing that you need to, let me take the pen first. The thing that you need to understand is that this is kind of a Sudoku set that I can understand from the very beginning. Okay, Justice League members are there. Okay, so I can see a Batman also, a Wonder Woman also, and a lot of these Big Bang Theory characters. Even if you don't know the Big Bang Theory and all, that's completely fine. Okay, that is not really going to help you in any which way. So basically what the set says, that these friends, Leonard, Sheldon, Raj and Howard, they basically rated these Justice League members. From every friend, each character received a distinct integral rating ranging from 1 to 6. Now this is very important, that the range is 1 to 6. Okay, it cannot go less than 1, it cannot go more than 6. Depending on how much the character was liked by that friend, that is, the character he liked the most was given a rating of 6, the character he liked the least was given a rating of 1. Now this is pretty understandable, in other words, and so on. The 6 characters were named. Now they have named the character also. Obviously, I mean, you can see through the table also, but they have given the names: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg and Flash. Okay, Cyborg and Flash. And now there are some conditions that are given to me. I am hoping that these conditions will help me decipher the set in a better way. So without looking at the conditions, okay, now I want you all to do this thing in your actual test also. Without looking at the conditions, just go and see the questions. So the questions basically are of the sort. So these are the questions. What is the maximum possible sum of the 4 ratings received by any of the 6 characters? Fine. What was the sum of the 4 rating received by Flash? Okay. What was the rating received by Wonder Woman from Howard? And what was the rating received by Superman from Sheldon? Now the options are also very interesting, because I can see only integral numbers, because they have said that the numbers that 1 to 6, these numbers are integral, so the summation will also be an integer. So that way the set is not that much difficult in that sense. But there is one element that can, in a way, it gives me a alarming signal, and that is there is a cannot be determined given over there. So this basically means whenever I see a cannot be determined, I know that there is a possibility that multiple cases can be formed through this particular set. Now whether it goes into that territory or not, we don't know. But I would also like to mention, and this is very important, without even going into multiple cases, and I am not kidding you guys, you have only 40 minutes to solve 4 cases without going into multiple cases. If you just correctly jot down all the information, create just one case, you will be able to at least answer 2 to 3 questions, minimum 2 questions. Okay, if you are at a hard luck, probably 1 question, but it cannot be so that you will not be able to answer anything without forming multiple cases. Now, because we are learning the logical reasoning, we are learning a lot of data representation, probably it's a good thing that you try out all possible cases. But when it comes to a, let's say, a section test, when it comes to a mock test, I will not be able to go into too many cases formation. Okay, having said that, let's see the table now. Now I'm zooming out a little bit. I am pretty sure that the ones who are having a laptop or something, you guys will not have much of problem, but the ones who are seeing it on a mobile device, guys, please thoda manage kare. The table is also pretty much interesting. One thing that I understand, this is a 6x4 matrix on which I can see that 6 plus 2, 8 numbers are already filled, and I have some conditions, and I will hope that I am able to fill the table with the help of these conditions. Now we will read the conditions and we will try to understand and jot down the conditions as in when we can. Let me use a different color, let's say the blue one. The first one, Batman received a different rating from each friend. This holds true for the other 5 characters as well. In other words, the thing that I was talking just now, that this is in fact a Sudoku kind of a situation in which any number that you fill in, for example, the point that Sheldon gives to Batman, the point that Raj gives to Batman, they are going to be distinct. They cannot be the same. Okay, that much is there, and it is actually true for all of these fellows. Now, interesting thing is coming our way. From 2, the statements gets a little interesting. The statement number 2 says, for each of Batman, Wonder Woman and Cyborg, the ratings received from these friends were in AP. Okay, now so where is Batman, where is Wonder Woman, and where is Cyborg? So these fellow, they received ratings which are in arithmetic progression. Okay. Then condition number 3 says the sum of the 4 so okay, so before going into condition number 3, I need to make some sense of condition number 2, which says that these Wonder Woman, Batman and Cyborg, their ratings by the individual friends, they are in arithmetic progression. What does this mean? I would like to make some clarification on them. Okay, so if I take you to this table, these numbers, okay, I hope you can see these numbers, they are saying that will be in arithmetic progression. Now, one thing that I know for sure is that whatever these numbers are, they cannot be 0, they cannot be 7, they cannot be 9. Their range is already given to me, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the range that they have already mentioned. Now the thing is, there are 3 members. There are 3 members that I need to fill in for the points, which is Batman, Wonder Woman and Cyborg. Now what I can do with this is, first of all, the very first thing that can come to my mind is I have to create an arithmetic progression of common difference 2. Now please pay attention, I'm saying common difference 2. The moment I say common difference 2, that becomes 1, 3, 5 and 7. 7 is not there, so the common difference CD cannot be equal to 2, 3, 4, anything more than that. So the common difference will be 1. So this makes my life so much more easier, that the arithmetic progression that they were talking about is nothing but a simple, just array of these numbers itself. Now it comes to what about these numbers. Okay, so remember there were 3 artists, okay, Justice League members, 3 artists and 4 friends. Now how can I rate 3 members, 3 artists with these 4 friends such that all the 3 ratings are distinct and they are in arithmetic progression. I will take help of this 1 2 3 4 5 6 structure only. So 4 consecutive numbers I'll pick. So I can pick 1 2 3 4. So these are the 4 consecutive numbers. I can pick these 4 numbers. Now what about if I start from 2? So I can pick 2 3 4 and 5. So I can pick these consecutive numbers also. So from 1 to 4 I can pick, from 2 to 5 I can pick, and I hope you can see the pattern now. 3 to 6 also I'll be able to pick the numbers. Okay, so these are the ratings that these people are getting. I hope that makes sense. Now effectively what I'm trying to say is that Batman, Wonder Woman and this cyborg, they will be getting points either 1 2 3 4 or 2 3 4 5, or I should probably get give a semicolon, 3 4 5 6. Okay, 3 4 5 6. So these are the 3 possibilities. There is no other possibility that can happen for the 3 person in consideration. Now let us try to fill those numbers. Okay, so this is interesting part. I don't think they will be much difficult to fill. Also, the very interesting thing, if you are good at picking numbers, you will be able to pick the numbers. That I have a 6, I have a 4, I have a 3, I have a 5. So a lot of my work is already done. So the only arrangement in which this is possible, is 3 4 5 6. Okay, so I know for a fact that with this Sheldon and Raj has to be 3 and 5. Okay, so I'll just write 3 5 5 3. Okay, that makes my life so much more easier now. And then these 2 other fellows, one thing also I can write. So 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14, 14 plus 4 is 18. So the total comes out to be 18. Okay, that's a good thing, good start. Now let me read out the other conditions, because I cannot do anything more than this. I can jot down the numbers, I can try out some conditions, but that is I don't know how other conditions could violate some of our some of our efforts in this thing. Okay, so let me read out the conditions now. Now what they are saying is the sum of the 4 ratings received by this are in AP. The sum of the 4 ratings received by Batman, Wonder Woman and Cyborg are also in AP with a common difference of 4. Also please remember, one of the numbers I have already received as 18. Okay, but not necessarily in that order. So we'll see what we can do with this information. What will be the sum of the other data? The sum of the 4 ratings received by Superman, Aquaman and Flash. Okay, so Superman, Aquaman and Flash, Superman, Aquaman, Flash, also the sum will be in arithmetic progression with a common difference of 1, but not necessarily in that. Okay, so this is also done. The rating received by Batman from Sheldon, Wonder Woman from Howard and Cyborg from Raj were the same. Now what I can see now is Batman from Sheldon, Wonder Woman from Howard, Wonder Woman from Howard, which is this one, Sheldon from Batman, this one, and I have to remember this is 3 and 5, and the last one I think Cyborg from Raj. So Raj ka Cyborg is going to be the same. So these numbers are going to be same. This makes my life picture perfect, because this now for a fact I know this cannot be 5, because if it is 5, which is 5, if x is 5, this will violate the condition. Okay, because they have to be distinct. So Raj cannot have 2 5s for 2 characters. So in other words, I know for a fact that this is 3, I know for a fact that this is 3, I know for a fact that this is 3, and I also know for a fact that this is 5. Okay, this makes my life so much more easier. Now I understand that you guys will have some congestion, but that's fine. We have to deal with that sort of a situation. Okay, Wonder Woman received a higher rating from Raj as compared to what she received from Sheldon. Okay, Wonder Woman received a higher rating from Raj she received from Sheldon. So basically what I can do is I can just, you know, put a greater than ka sign, just so that I can remember that which bracket is the you know, bigger number. Okay, is there any more condition? Okay, nothing more. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this thing. Okay, one thing that I know is now 1 and 3, where can I put 1 and 3? 1 and 3, there is only one possibility, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise there's no other possibility. So now this becomes really easy. And also they have said that, you know, now I'm looking at this figure 1, 2, 3, 4 number, in which I know this Raj ka Wonder Woman rating is going to be greater than Sheldon ka Wonder Woman rating. In other words, this is going to be 4 and this one is going to be 2. That is clear. Now the one that is left is Wonder Woman, rather this one 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have to fill that for Cyborg. Okay, so where can I put 2, 3, 4, 5? 3 and 4 have already been taken care of. 2 I cannot put over there, so 5 has to invariably come in that place and 2 will come in this place. Now let me see. 3 plus 4, 7 plus 3, that is 10. Total number is 10. And this one is 9 plus 3, 12 plus 2 is 14. Now see if the summation of Batman, Wonder Woman and Cyborg, are they in arithmetic progression? Yes, they are in arithmetic progression with a common difference of 4. So everything basically fits picture perfect so far. Now let's see what I can do. Let me erase some space. Okay, so I have removed this, you know, I've cleared some space, and now all you know, we have to do is we have to fill in the other numbers. Now please pay attention while I you know, the conditions also you have in front of you. So let us try to fill the other numbers precisely for Superman, Aquaman and Flash. And we have to understand that there is a lot of data still you know, left. Let's see what we can do with it. One thing that they have said is let me just take the pen color. Yeah. Okay, so they said that Superman, Aquaman and Flash, sorry. So what they have said, that the sum of their rating, basically whatever will come at this place and this place. Okay, they are also an arithmetic progression of a common difference 1. Okay, now is there a way in which I can find out that thing? Obviously there's a way. Let me tell you how. So first thing, what is the total summation of the points for an individual friend? For an individual friend, what is going to be a total summation? So we can do that. So 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10, 12, 12 plus 4, 16 plus 5, that is 21. Now if you are a little careful, you can know, because the range of the points are only from 1 to 6, this 21 point is the point that Sheldon will also give, this 21 is the point that this Raj will also give, and 21 that is Howard will also give. In other words, the total points that the total number of points that they will receive is going to be 84. Okay, now the interesting bit comes in. We have already taken into consideration these the marks, the points for Batman, Wonder Woman and Cyborg, which is 18 plus 10 plus 14. So 34 plus 8, that is 42. So if I subtract 42 from that, what I am left with is 42. So this 42 is going to be the summation of these Aquaman, Superman and Flash ka points. I hope that made sense. Obviously this is a recorded video, you can go back and, you know, revisit this. So I will assume that you have understood what I have tried to explain. Now because I know that the summation, the total score, the total number of points is 84 only, out of which 42 has already been taken care of. So the total summation of these three players, suppose Superman, Aquaman and Flash, I can assume them to be X x plus 1 and x minus 1. Now what is x? X is the total sum of one of these members, Superman, Aquaman, Flash, one somebody, I don't remember, and the total of this is equivalent to 42. Now if you do your algebra, if you do your maths, you will get 36. 3x is equal to, or 3x is equal to 42, that is equal to x comes out to be 14, right? In other words, the summation of these numbers, Superman, Aquaman and Flash, the summation of their numbers will be, obviously they're in arithmetic progression, so now you can see this is 13, 14 and 15. So probably I can make a bubble structure there also, just to make sure that I am able to jot down that information mentally. A lot of things that I have to do. Now the question is कि but sir 13 किसका, 14 किसका, 15 किसका? फिलहाल नहीं पता है. Okay, so far I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to know that also. But जब summation पता चल गया तो फिर numbers भी calculate कर लेंगे, इतनी कोई difficulty नहीं होनी चाहिए. अच्छा, one more interesting thing that I'm seeing over here is there are only two possible. See, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is already there. So 1 and 6 is left. So either it will be 1 or 6, or it will be 6 or 1. Now the moment I saw this thing that happened in this set, I realized that you have to create two separate tables. Now that is when I understood कि अच्छा वो this is how it is now making sense of this cannot be determined वाला sequence जो है. Anyways, तो अगर दो बनाने पड़ेंगे तो दो बना लेंगे, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. So let's do that. Okay, let's do that. So what I will do is just give me 1 second. Okay, so basically what I did is I had to recreate a table. I cannot just copy paste, so I just created the table. And what happens now is that everything is same. I just what, instead of Aquaman का Howard का rating, instead of 1 and 6, in one of the cases I have put it as 1, the other one I have put it as 6. Okay, so that is effectively what I did. Now the thing is, because I know that the summation of the the sum of the points received by Aquaman, Superman and Flash, that can only be 13, 14 and 15, it cannot get anything other than that. Okay, and one more interesting thing I would like to mention here, which is, if you are a little attentive, you can actually understand that the arithmetic progression thing, I am totally taking into consideration that you guys will have to take a lot of time to understand this caselet, as in opposed to me, who already has seen such a set, because obviously you are solving it for the first time. So I can assure you one thing, that the arithmetic progression thing will definitely going to eat your mind a lot. But then again, understand that you cannot presuppose anything, or you cannot do any assumption on your own. So basically what I'm trying to say is कि if they have said that Batman, Wonder Woman and Cyborg, they are going to be in the arithmetic progression, only they are in the arithmetic progression, then Superman, Aquaman and this Flash, their ratings need not be in arithmetic progression. In other words, they will not be 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, because if I'm saying this thing out because I'm hoping that you guys will stuck in this particular sense only. Anyways, so now let's try to fill the table. Also, I would like to highlight one more thing before I go. If you are a little attentive, you can also see that 3, 2, 5 is there. What is missing? So 1 is missing, 4 is missing and 6 is missing. Okay, for the second one, if you are a little attentive, you can straight away see 1 is missing, 2 is missing and 6 is missing. Okay, so this basically makes my life a little bit more easier. And also there is nothing else that I have to, and if you pay a little closer attention, that is true for the second case also. In other words, this is going to be my case 1 and this one is my case 2. Okay, so that is going to be the same for case 1 and case 2. It is just that the 1 and 6 ka position is giving me different arrangements. Let me zoom out a little bit, but otherwise I'll have to constantly go back and forth. Okay, I hope everything is clear so far. Let's try to fill out the numbers and let's see whether we can do it without making any mistakes. So what I will do is I'll start off with any one of the cases. So probably let me start off with the case number 1 and let me change the pen to green. So I have to put 1, 4 and 6. Where can I put? So 1 is already there and 6 is already there. So can I put 1 and 1, 4 and 6 I have to substitute. Okay, let's do that. 1 and 6 is already in Aquaman and Flash. So why not give it a 6? Why not give it a 6 and give it a 1? And then I can probably give this one a 4. So far so good. Let's go to this one. Where can I put 1? So I have to put, I cannot put 1 here because 1 is already there. I cannot put 1 here because 1 is already there. Now the moment I cannot put 1 in both the places, can I put 1 over there? Yeah, 1 I can put over there, but where will I put 2? Because 2 will not be present for this one, 2 will not be present for, so 2 cannot be there. So let's suppose I put 1 over there and I put 2 over there. 2 will not be there, so 2 is out of the question. So 6 and 6 is also out of the question because 6 is already okay. So this is creating a little bit of now I think so. What 1 and 2 is not there, 6 cannot be there, so 2 and 6 are already there. So the only possibility that I have for Raj is 1. And if this is 1, this is also 1, so it cannot happen. In other words, you have understood that deductive logic has told you that the first rating is flawed somewhere. So I have to, and the moment, because I have put 6 in Aquaman and 1 in Flash for Sheldon, one thing I have to be very sure that which particular rating I am going to pick and displace. So one thing that I know for sure is Superman Sheldon is not 4. So this has to go. So one thing that I can do is that I would, okay, just a second. This is the type of nonsense that keeps on happening. Okay, so as I was saying that let me put 1 over there and 4 here and 4 here and 6 can be there. Okay, that is completely fine because now this situation can hold because 6 cannot go in this position. Now where can I put 1? 1 will not be there, 1 will not be there, so 1 has to invariably come here, and 2 I cannot put. Can I put 2 over there? Can I put 2 over there? I cannot put 2 over there, so I have to put 2 over there. So 6 I have to put over there. Again there is a mismatch, there are 6 and 6 there, I can't do that. So which means that I have to, in a way, forget about this rating. I have to think about the rating for this one. So one thing that I know for sure is that this 1 and 6 is very interesting, and how to eliminate this 1 and 6 we have to understand, and we have to actually put in a lot of efforts in that understanding. So let me understand that. Okay, so my previous understanding was also flawed. So let's see, can I do this one? So if I put 6 over there, and what else I can put? If I have put 6 over there, I can put, I still have to place 1. The only position that is left is this one, and I can put a 4 over there. So this is fine because everything is all right. 6 is possible, and everything else is possible. What about 1, 2 and 6? So I know that 2 is not there, I know 6 is not there. Okay, 2 is not there, 6 is not there. What can I do? So let me start off with 1. So let me put 1 over there, and let me check where I can put 2. 2 can't be there, so 2 has to be there. And where can I put 6? 6 is there. So is that making sense? So 6 is all the way in this place, not harming anything. 1 is all the way in there. So this basically is the final. So 9, 10 and this one is 15. 6, 12 and this one is 13. 6, 12 and this one is 14. So one case I have been able to solve with this particular arrangement of, you know, making sure that the summation of Aquaman, Superman and Flash comes out to be 13, 14 and 15. Okay, now we have to do the same thing for case number 2. Now let me tell you one thing, even if you are, you know, if you are able to reach this far and you can solve some of the question, actually all of the question, you need not solve the case 2 also. Let me take you to the questions now. Actually this is how CAT, you know, treats you. So the first question says, what is the maximum sum? What is the maximum possible sum of the 4 rating received by any of the 6 characters? Actually, it cannot be more than 18. We have just seen, right? Because we have taken all the big numbers. So 6 we have taken, 5 we have taken, 4 we have taken, 3 we have taken. So 6 plus 4 is 10, 15 and 3, 18. So the maximum that can go is a 18. So the first one is 18. So I haven't even, you know, completely filled the second table and I am able to solve the first question correctly. What was the sum of the 4 rating received by Flash? Okay. There is a none of these also, but this none of this Flash is coming out to be 14. So if you take your pick, and if you just say 14, because one of the cases has 14 and it has not written cannot be determined, so 14 you can go with. Okay, but that is again a kind of a strategy that I am not too much reliant on. I would probably not ask you to do such a thing in a test in which you are totally unaware of the set. But probably if you are aware of the set, if you know, okay, I can you know, take this much small risk, I can play this much small bet, completely fine. What was the rating received by Wonder Woman from Howard? I know for a fact that this is 3, and why? Because the X and X condition is there. Okay. And the last one which says what was the rating received by Superman, because there is a cannot be determined, I will not pick this question. I will not even if I have an answer in my first case. Okay, even if I have an answer in my first case, I will still not pick and choose. Let's see what Superman has got. Superman has got 6 by Sheldon, and there is, I am hoping there's a 6 over there. Yeah, so there is a 6, but I'm not too sure whether the case 2 will satisfy that also. Okay, so I'd have to probably fill the next table also, and let's do that. Why not? Okay, so let's do that. Same, you know, situation. Okay, same situation. I have 1, 4, 6, 1, 2, 6. Okay, so 1, 4, 6 and 1, 2, 6. These are the only numbers that will, you know, fill this entire block. Now because I have already filled one in the, you know, just above, the second one probably is going to be much more easier. So let me fill it up a little faster. So what I will start off with, I'll give it a 6 over there, and I will give this a 4, and I will give this okay, so this 6 okay, wait, 6 and 4. I think I have made a mistake. So because 1 cannot be there, okay, I've just seen 1 cannot be there. So let me reverse do this, and I can do a 1 over there, and 4, let's keep it over here only, because where else will you put 4? 6 you cannot put in this position, so 6 invariably comes in this position. What about this place for Superman by Raj? That is going to be, it can not be anything other than 6, because, you know, I have to put 2 somewhere, and 1 and 6 both are cancelled in the last box, so I have to fill in a 6 over there. And then there is Aquaman by Raj, and Aquaman by Raj I can 2 has to come here because 2 does not have any other position. 2 is already there, so 1 is left and 1 is there. So let me add these numbers. So let's see, 4, 10, 15. So this is still 15, 6, 7 and 10, 11, 14. Let's do this one. 10, 11, that's correct. 11, 12 and 14. Okay, have I made any mistake? Let me check once. 6 plus 4, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, this one is 13. This one is not 14. This one is 13. So this is 14 because 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 2 is 13 plus 1 is 14. Okay, so the 2 cases are satisfied. If you want to column wise check also, you can do that, but I don't think it will be required. And also the thing is, Superman has got 1 here and 6 there, so it cannot be determined. Okay, so the score for Superman cannot be determined. So actually I took some 36 minutes and there was a technical snag also that was, preventing us from going a little faster. But I don't think going faster is what, is necessary. The thing that is necessary for us to understand at this point in time is that we have to be able to, make our cases. We have to be able to, visualize to do how, deductive reasoning works. Okay, so a Sudoku type puzzle and which requires a lot of deductive reasoning. Okay, the kind of a set which is definitely moderate plus. Okay guys, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this set.